Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about something we all need, but often we ignore. That is that is leisure activities. So in a world full of stress, deadlines, and responsibilities, making time for fun isn't just a luxury; it's a necessity. I've learned this the hard way, and if I hadn't made time myself, I would be burned out moments ago. And so let's talk about why leisure activities matters and what we can do in our free time and how it changed the way we live. Go out with friends or playing board games or attending events or simply catching up with someone. This keeps your relationship strong. So if I have never included social activities in my routine, I will have felt completely isolated. So now, why do leisure activities matter so much? At first, they reduce anxiety and depression. On the other hand, they improve focus and productivity, and it also they help us connect with ourselves and others, and they recharge our mental batteries. Here's there is crucial for quality life. Some people say they are too busy to relax, but if we don't rest, we break. And I have weeks where I push myself too hard and I end up exhausted, frustrated, and less productive. And if I had taken a single afternoon off, I would be perform much better the next day. So technology has completely transformed how we spend our free time. Uh, Platforms that provide streaming, social media, and mobile games had made it easier to relax anywhere, but at the same time, we've also become more passive and sometimes addict. And if we have relied only on digital entertainment, we would be forgotten the joy of things like reading by hand or spending time in nature. That's why balancing screen time screen time with other types or leisure is essential. And nowadays you can find our platforms like Google Play stores, some applications, some apps that offer you tools to manage this time on screen, blocking ads before. So leisure is more than just free time. It's essential for manage stress, recharging your mind or and our batteries, increasing creativity, improving focus, boosting motivation, and even sometimes when I felt stuck or anxious, just taking a step back, journaling, or going for a walk has helped me get clearly. Um, if I had tried to push through without without taking breaks, I probably would made more mistakes or simply quit um, and break down. Now let's talk about something we often ignore. It's about cell phones. Yes, there are amazing tools. We use them to communicate, learn, and entertain ourselves. But when leisure becomes scrolling endlessly, we lose the benefits of real rest. Um, Here are some hidden dangers of overusing your cell phone during free time, and it makes your brain overstimulate, not relaxed, and you compare yourself constantly on social media. It also you forget to be present, and it interrupts deep thinking and creativity. It increases anxiety, especially before bed. And I have I have had nights when I want to rest, but I end up scrolling through reels for 2 hours or more and felt worse afterward. If I had chosen to read out or write instead, I wouldn't be falling asleep without a calm mind. But and actually, I would like to mention this topic in this video because I really realize that it's a real problem, a real problem. So now let's divide them into three categories. The first one is active leisure. This includes sports, hiking, swimming, dancing, or anything that gets your body moving. Those activities it improves physical and mental health. A passive leisure could be other watching a movie, listen to music, sunbathing, or just lie in a hammock. It helps you rest and recharge. Social. So, what are the leisure activities? Leisure activities are the things we do for fun, relaxation, and pleasure, and not because we have to, but because we want to. And they can be cycle, creative, social, or completely chill. Some examples include reading a book, going for a walk, playing video games, dancing, painting, riding a bike, or watching movies, um, cooking just for fun, and try new recipes. So personally, I often turn to reading or drawing when I needed to calm down, and even just listening to music has helped me deal with the stress more than once. How can we handle with this? So how can we truly enjoy leisure time and not wasting on our cell phones? Here are some pieces of advices that can help you if you have this problem. And put your cell phone on airplane mode for an hour a day. Plan one screen free activity per day, like sketching or baking. It also turn off notification when you are doing something you enjoy, and you also can use a notebook instead of an app for journaling, and also helps invite a friend for a real conversation instead of texting for hours. And if we had all use our phones a little less in the last few years, I think we will be less anxious and more connect with ourselves and others. And I mean, I don't want to say something as if cell phone doesn't didn't if cell phone doesn't exist, the life will be better. It's not true, but in fact, nowadays cell phone, social media, and the pressure to be perfect and demonstrated on social media to be not teachable and exceptional, and pushed push the people to to pay a lot of attention of how happened what's happened with social media, what is the last gossip, what is the last trend. uh, it would be dangerous for especially for kids, but there was some examples that I really uh, think that they will help you, but depends on your own, depends if you have this problem. If you hadn't, it's perfect, you're welcome. So that's it.